Nice kid. What are you doing?
Right? That's awesome.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Well, she thinks you're a mountain, so it's good, I guess.
She's right.
Number 20.
I am.
That's our drinking game. Speaking of getting wasted, I'm going to get wasted on Diet Right. If we list off an item, if this is your first time listening, if we list off an item that is not a game, you have to drink. This is from the top 20 on the Movers and Shakers list on Amazon.
You will drink.
Number 20, Skylanders Trap Team Starter Pack. That's actually a game. Comes with the game. Comes with a lot of action figures.
I was going to ask, what if you drink but you weren't supposed to?
But it's
Is
a
there a
game.
rule for that?
You spontaneously combust.
You have to drink twice for drinking.
There's always some bullshit.
Number 19, The Order 1886 for the PlayStation 4.
Getting it.
That's a game. It's also on sale this week for $40. Number 18, Microsoft Xbox 360 wired controller. $30. Not a game. Everybody has to drink.
Drink it up.
Number 17, Nintendo Nunchuck controller in black. Not a game. Brian, you drinking anything this week?
I'm drinking Orange Crush.
Hooray! Brian actually has
Orange
a
Crush
beverage.
is just God's gift to humanity.
Brian's hydrating.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Number
Pile
16,
of dust for the microphone.
up 75% this week, is the Sony PlayStation Vita with Wi-Fi at $170.
Woo!
Just make it whatever you want.
Not a game. Everybody has to drink, including Larry. Larry, what are you drinking tonight?
This week we are going with the Yingling. Nothing fancy.
Regular Ying,
Yeah.
the black and tan, or the light?
Yingling.
Just the Yingling traditional lager.
Number 15, Just Dance 2015 for the Xbox One. That's a game. That's up 78%, $20. Number 14, up 81%, is Far Cry 4 for the PlayStation 3. Now
I heard that
$30.
game's good as hell, man.
I haven't played it. I think I own it somewhere, but
That's not quite like playing it, though.
I know. Number 13, up 82% this week, is Just Dance 2015 for the Wii U. $20 this week.
We have
Put
breaking
on your
news, Kevin.
dance shoes and dance the blues.
What's the breaking news?
Jackal1138 tells Brian not to get the order. It's bad.
Thank you, Jackal. I'm getting it anyway. I appreciate your concern.
Brian
And I'd like to thank all the Patreon people
Brian
who
wants to be contract.
contributed to me getting a PlayStation 4. I thank you.
Yeah, Brian got his PlayStation 4, thanks to
Hooray.
the Patreon people.
I'm going to be playing all kinds of new
Took
games.
a long
Those are
time to
flaws,
save
Brian.
up
I'm done
for it,
playing
though.
my old games.
And so the first game he's going to get is The Order 1886 and Cry.
I have to fucking review it, goddammit.
It came with a game, though, didn't it?
Not review. The show is about pain, sir.
It came with The Last of Us.
I know, I still haven't finished it. I'm like, why am I going to start that all over again?
You
have to
don't.
sit there
You
for
just
like
let
4 hours
Jody
for it
play
to
it.
install.
Let her play it and win. You just watch.
I'm not doing that.
Sob uncontrollably. Number 12, Skylanders Trap Team Mini Excellent. Not a game. Everybody drink. Number 11, up 123% this week, Just Dance 2015 for the PlayStation 4, $20. Number 10, up 139% this week, is Destiny for Xbox One, $30. Number 9, got a lot of games this week, which is good. Number 9, The Crew for PlayStation 4, up 212%, $30. Number 8, up 384%, is the Xbox 360 Slim AC adapter. Not a game, and I still don't know why that's selling so well. Somebody might need to explain that to me. Because that makes no sense. Because everybody's Xbox comes with an adapter. So
Is it maybe because they suck and they're constantly breaking and people need replacements?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know what's going on. Number 7,
We want to know.
Far Cry 4 for the Xbox One, up 388% this week at $30. Number 6, up 561%, is Assassin's Creed Rogue for the Xbox 360. It's now $20.
Whiten your hair.
Number 5, up 735%, is Assassin's Creed Unity for the Xbox One, $20. It's a good deal. I mean, if the game didn't suck, it's a good deal. Number 4, up 1,105%, is Assassin's Creed Rogue for the PlayStation 3 at $20.
He said that already.
It's a different machine, dude.
Oh.
Haha.
Number 3 this week, up 1,254%, is the Xbox One power supply.
Now,
I
would that
don't
be
know
the
what
first
it is.
Xbox or the? No.
The Xbox One, the new one. We don't even have a name for the old Xbox. I guess that's just
Xbox.
Xbox. And then there's Xbox 360, and then there's Xbox One.
This is
Anyway,
like
it's
PlayStation.
for,
Nobody
it's,
talks about the original PlayStation, so.
but I'll just say it like this. It's for Xbox 3. Okay? It's for Xbox 3. And it's up
360.
1,254%. Why? Why are people buying this freaking power supply? I don't get it.
Does theirs keep breaking?
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, but that's a
they're
lot
just
of
covering it.
people that, in order to get this thing to move up like 1,000% on the chart.
They all bought it
And
on
the
the
very
same.
first review says garbage, do not buy. Wow.
See?
This stopped
Garbage.
working after 2 weeks of use. I just plugged it in and it won't even power my Xbox now.
It's complete bullshit. Throw it out.
I can't even
I'm
electric.
coming to your house when you're at work. I'm gonna throw it out for you.
Perfect to be able to move the Xbox around without having to move wires all over the place. Really? That's your problem? So people just get this so they can move stuff?
And really, if you're moving your Xbox around, how hard is it to unplug one fucking cable?
Well, depends on where it is. If it's like behind the china cabinet,
On the China cabinet.
bit of a burden for some of the week.
These reviews just say they're replacements for the ones that burned out or the people moving it. But there's a lot of bad reviews for it, too. So, I don't know. This is very strange. Maybe there's been lightning storms going on. A lot of people like Jedi plugging this shit in.
God.
Number 2, 2,085% up this week is Far Cry 4 for the PlayStation 4 at $30. Hear that, Brian? $30 for Far Cry.
You know.
And
I know,
number
so they
1, Assassin's Creed Unity for the PlayStation 4. Up 3,375% this week. It's a $20 game. I'll tell you, if it was a good game, I'd buy it because it's a good price. But I've heard bad things. Totally not interested in that one. Let's do our Steam Top 10. PC, we don't want to leave you out. Number 10 is Sid Meier's Civilization 5 Complete Edition. Number 9 is Bioshock Triple Pack. Number 8 is H1Z1. Number 7 is The Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited. Number 6, Number 6 is Ori and the Blind Forest. I know I'm just going to fall over dead here. Kevin. Number 5, City
What is going on there?
Skylines. Number 4, Reign of Kings. Number 3, Grand Theft
It's
Auto
raining
5.
kings.
Number 2, Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
I
And
say,
number 1, City Skylines again. I've heard good things about City Skylines. They made some comparisons about it and SimCity, and they say that City Skylines is what SimCity should have been and all that kind of stuff. So, I guess if you're really into that whole city building shit, that City Skylines is the game for you.
So much time on
Shit. Building fucking cities is bullshit.
So, as
Just
part
gonna
of
fucking-
our drinking game, I'm going to list off the games that are coming out this week, and if I pronounce a name of a game wrong, you have to drink.
You have
Nope,
to punch
that's
the guy
up
next
to your discretion. If you think I said it wrong, or listen to the other hosts of the show as they laugh and mock me to determine
Make
if it's
fun.
drinking time. Hurt my feelings. Sunday nothing, Monday nothing. Tuesday we have Bloodborne for PlayStation 4. For multi-platform we have Borderlands: The Handsome Collection, Lego Ninjago: Shadow of Ronin, and for PlayStation 4 we have Yorbi. On Wednesday we have nothing. On Thursday, which is the day of making Kevin have a hard time saying shit, we have Disgaea 5: Alliance of Vengeance, for PlayStation 4. Multi-platform, we have Kagero Mohitori no Princess.
Mm-hmm.
Kuroko no Basuki Mirei no Kizuna.
Kazudu.
Gonna get that one. We have One Piece Pirate Warriors 3, Pillars of Eternity, and Pro Yaku Spirits 2015. You decide how much drinking you had to do in that little collection there. PlayStation Vita, we have Senran Kagura Estival Versus. Probably got a drink there. Back to multi-platform, we have Sword Art Online, last song. And for the 3DS, we have Theatrhythm Dragon Quest. On Friday, for the PC, we have Anikoji Naoku to Ginro no
He's gonna invoke that shit from fucking The Ring. Any second, that bitch is gonna crawl on my TV.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Kevin to just shriek because whatever he just conjured up is eating his liver.
Multi-platform, we have Forza Horizon 2 presents Fast and Furious.
Let me go.
Ride. And for PC, we have Star Ruler 2. Bloodborne, Lego,
Measures the
Ninjago,
stars.
Borderlands, the Handsome Collection.
The ruler
whatever
for
the hell
star.
Yorby is.
Rule of the Star Ruler.
How big would a ruler be for a star?
3 inches is not gonna do it this time.
So that's our games of the week.
Star Force.
Apologize to all foreign languages that I destroyed.
Force. The ruler of Star Force.
Let's catch up with everybody. Brian, how was your week?
Kevin.
Star ruler.
So I was playing Wolfenstein, and I found an Easter egg, which people who play video games ought to know what the hell those are already.
You crack it open. This is like a
Full
year old.
gooey goodness. Actually, my probably had a spider in it. Yeah, so it's like all of a sudden I had like this scene where all of a sudden my guy's taking acid, and apparently the guy that I was talking to turned out to be Jimi Hendrix. So I was like going, I know I didn't dream this shit. The next morning I woke up, I'm like, no, that couldn't possibly really have happened. So I went and YouTubed it, and sure as shit, it's a real thing. I'm like, huh, that's pretty cool. So I got that going for me. And I got the PlayStation 4. Thank you, everybody, who contributed to my broke dickness. Haven't actually set it up yet because that would mean moving up, wires. We all already heard about how much that's a pain, so I didn't want to get involved.
We know you don't want to move the China cabinet.
Yeah, again. And
Brian's actually fairly modern at this point, guys. He has
fairly
the
modern.
Wii U
He's got
that he
running
doesn't
water.
play, he's got the Xbox One, got the
Out of
Xbox 360, PlayStation 3,
Good.
now he has the PlayStation 4.
I got an Atari.
You don't have a Vita, though, do you, Brian?
No.
He's like offended. No.
What the fuck do I want a Vita? I don't have a PlayStation. I don't have an Xbox One either.
Oh, I thought you had one.
No, God, no.
Really?
No, those fucking things, no, they suck.
They suck. You're
Really?
funny.
Catch up on the PlayStation bandwagon there, but yeah, it's been kind of like I've been working a lot, because we're really bombed at work, and so like the last 2 weeks I've been working almost every day. I had like off last Sunday, and that was pretty much it, which is why I was a little bit kind of like, this is I didn't really fucking contribute very much as usual.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't
we
really
didn't
expect you
notice.
to.
I just, to my horror, I discovered I took my vacation the week before Wasteland. So I'll be on vacation, and then I'll work a week, and then and then I'll go on to Wasteland, and I'll come back to work on Monday, and I'll be like oh God, the usual. So that's why I'm only going one day. What are you doing?
Rocking in your head.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Then it got his Vita.
I wasn't sure. I thought maybe like had a bug fly and the fucking microphone took over.
Might have been the singer version. I'm not sure.
So caught up in my Walking Dead, as I said to Kevin earlier. So now I'm with the cool kids. I can hang out.
Woo!
Nice, rock and roll. Other than that, man, it's like
A black guy dies.
You know
No
what?
spoiler.
It was
Doesn't have to
only
be another
couple-
episode.
Wasn't it?
Because we only need the one at a time.
Based from The Wire, I already know. All
Really?
black guys in that show die.
Yeah, just about.
Very low life expectancy.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as like a second black guy shows up, if you're the black guy, you might as well just leave.
Yeah, you're done.
Damn it.
They're,
I mean, that preacher's not long for this world, so you know.
No, the guy, no.
That's stupid.
He's totally gonna get it.
Rick's just gonna start killing people.
That'd be great.
He's like, well, there's no more zombies in here, so I just go ahead and start killing people.
They'll be like, yeah, Rick, why'd you kill all those people? Well, you got the walls to keep the zombies out. I had to kill something, didn't I? Jesus.
No one's gonna be asking him that question at all. He's gonna sit there and give that blank fucking stare, and I'll be like, never mind.
You'd just be like Daryl, and everybody would shut up.
Yeah.
Like, never mind.
We
We're
have
gonna
less children.
Don't
Less kids
trust-
on the show.
Spaghetti.
Take it back.
All right, Donnie, how was your week?
What? Oh man, I'll tell you what, boy.
Bullshit.
It was all right. I had to be recertified to work and become a server.
How'd that go? Did you learn something?
Did you pass the test?
I'll tell you what.
Learn to keep your fucking mouth shut when those guys show up.
The person. No, I still won't. The person who was recertifying me. Yeah, I taught them something. I taught them stuff that they didn't know. So they were like, well, fuck, I guess you're going to pass this because you're telling me shit I don't even know. It's like, yeah, I know, because you're all stupid. And
we knew this story.
I do my job. See, the thing is it's a job. So I know people are like, oh, you're just waiting on tables or you're just running food. It's like, no, it's a job. I get paid to do it. So if I'm going to get paid to do it, I'm going to do it right, because I want to get paid more.
Nobody believes you, but that's all right.
Yeah, nobody believes me.
No one.
But I went in the rest of the week, and I was working the one day, and this one table I had, of course, they had a great time. They left, and they went up to the hostess, and they were like, that server that we had, that dude's awesome. They were like, that dude's funny. He's great. That was the greatest time we've ever had, and we wanted to tell you. So the girl comes up to me, she goes, hey, that table said that you were really awesome. And I go, well, don't tell me. Go tell the management. Go let them know. So she goes and tells the manager and told me I had to be recertified. She's like, hey, that table out here said this guy's the greatest there ever was. So he's like, oh, okay, thanks. So then fucking a half hour later, another table's like, you are the best server we've ever had. I'm like, please tell management. So they went and told management again. Now they're really pissed at me. So
Little shit starter over there with your good fucking behavior and you're doing your job right. What kind of bullshit are you doing, man?
That's it.
Donnie, we're gonna need you to slack off a little more because
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Showing everybody up.
I'm waiting for him to do something, and that way I could be like, why? What are you talking about? I'm doing my job, because they can't do nothing. Because I'm doing my job.
Oh, yeah,
we
they can.
require a certain level of sandbagging from our employees,
Yeah, we expect you to. No, not gonna happen.
so as to not make everybody else look shitty.
And then I kind of found out it wasn't really the manager. Somebody told me, somebody was like, well, it's all because of so and so, because this one chick who works there. Because the first day I showed up to go on the floor, she freaked out and was like, why is he picking up shifts? Why is he on the floor? He doesn't know what he's doing. Blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, bitch, shut your fucking mouth.
Well, I'm glad I work with people.
Yeah, I know. I hate working with people. That's why I'm a server. But I know it doesn't make sense.
No.
But it makes I found out that she was the one who caused the big stink, and that's why they came at me. So I'm like, corporate didn't really do nothing. You know what I mean? They didn't really fucking have too much to do with it. But
Corporate. The Cheesecake Factory corporate. All
Yeah.
three of them.
yeah, there was 3 of them.
Sitting there in their fucking khaki
The one
fucking
dude-
pants and their tucked in blue shirts.
One dude, he couldn't hide it. He was gay. Gay as fuck. Not that that's a bad thing. Not that I frown upon that. I work in a restaurant, so I work around gay people all the time. But he's obviously gay. He fucking walked
Just
into
tell you how you feel.
I did. And,
Yeah.
no, actually, tried it once. Wasn't really my thing, but okay. So, nobody laughed at that. They're like, wow, gay humor? Don't touch the gay humor. Don't talk
Whoa,
about it.
whoa, easy.
We're not comfortable. We're not comfortable with this.
Keep it up
whatever.
anyway, Donnie. It's been a long
Move on.
time since we've had some good hate mail on the show.
Moving
Yeah,
on.
we haven't had a whole country abandon us in a while.
Yeah.
So,
What? Australia still loves us. It wasn't my fault.
oh, they don't. Come on.
Dude, that was awesome. Kangaroos, police coming in on kangaroos.
That was great. Well, I liked it, but I don't know why they got so goddamn mad about
Trying
it.
to collect
Hey,
all the Grand Theft Auto.
We gave away
Yeah.
a boomerang.
Right. Right.
We love the Australians.
Of course we do.
they got Mad Max movies.
Over there.
We've offended just about every group and people that there is. So
We have to have at least 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, we offend everybody. We offended the gays, and we didn't even say anything gay.
We offend each other. We're just, we're just too,
Oh, yeah.
we're just too thick-headed to think about it. Was I just offended? I don't know.
You're stupid.
You done?
So yeah, go ahead.
Done? You done with your bullshit stories about
I'm
you,
gonna
John?
ask because I always cut you off and then you complain. So
No, you know what? There's more, but you know what? I've taken up a lot of time, but I've gotten some good laughs. So go ahead.
you can also tune in to Tumbling with Tumbleweed, find out more.
Exactly.
Tuesday nights at 11. Blog
could
Talk
do that.
Radio.
Good if you wanted to. I talked
I've
all
been
about it.
listening to it. I'm still 4 episodes behind, but I'm working on it.
Well, you'll hear all about it then in like 4 episodes.
Yeah. Larry, how was your week?
My week was kind of chill this week. Not a lot going on this week. I had work. I had school. Had my Wednesday trivia for apparently the last time ever because they replaced our trivia guy and the new format blows.
What is wrong with the new format? Because I think trivia. I know the difference between Melville's and the Cleveland trivia we've been playing. What is going on with this new one?
Okay, so here's what's going on. You remember Melville's, right? Where you had like the 3 questions per round and you wager your points each round? Yeah. This place does it that way, which is fine because we had fun doing it with Melville.
Right.
The problem is when you compare it to what Cleveland Trivia has been doing, it's a much slower game. You get much less trivia, but you didn't mind it when we were doing it at Park Tavern because you had Melville there.
Right.
Giving us the
And the game is much slower, but he's injecting his personality into it and making it fun.
Right.
So here to give you a perspective, everybody, well, that you can understand since you know the game, but that the other guys will sort of get. Picture doing it this kind of slower way that Melville did it, but instead of Melville, Huska is the host.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Poor
So
Joe.
it was a much slower game with a guy reading off the questions who looked like he was like one of those Vietnam POWs reading his statement for the camera.
Every question would be about the 80s.
What it was that it's just like he never did you get the impression he wanted to be there. And then like there was dumb stuff like there was like a true false question, and so Lord knows in trivia if you're going to ask a true false, half the question has to be, at least mentally, you trying to figure out, okay, now wait a minute, was that in 1983 or was that like in 1990? And you're sitting there trying to figure it out, or did that happen in Florida or was that up here? Shit like that. First one he asks out of the gate after he gives the answer, he's like, now, just so you know, on these true and false ones, I'm never going to get really specific with the details to try to trick you up. So it's like, so we could just say true every time then, right? Jackass?
First question was, is the sky blue?
And so it was really slow, really boring, and we're like all sitting at the table like, is he seriously taking another break? Because there's that like gap between each question, and then he still has like breaks in between rounds. So instead of the usual, 10 question round, another 10 question round, the 2 printed out rounds, the random round, in 2 hours we got through 20 questions, I guess.
Do you have to order shots to get extra points though?
That's the other thing. I don't know why the bar would do this, but no shot bonuses.
Wow. Because but I don't know. That might be better for me.
So to give you, again, to put it into perspective, trivia, my usual tab is about $50. This week, because it was last time I was going to see our waitress, and I really like her, and she's a good waitress, I gave her 10 to cover my tab and a tip, because my tab was like $7.
Wow.
I had like 1 shot when I got there, and I was like,
I've been impressed by you with that $3 tip there.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, what's this new guy? And then I was like, as soon as the game got going, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna get 1 tall beer and nurse that for the rest of the night. And like nobody drank because it was boring as fuck.
Can I get your phone number?
You drink.
So
That's the weird part. That's what the bar's thinking. The bar's like, this guy's so boring, they'll have to drink.
yeah, I know. And it's like, so wait, with the old guy who we bitched about all the time, because I guess he and the bar owner always had problems. Like, a big part of the game was making people buy drinks. Let's get rid of that.
Yeah.
So anyway, screw it. So that
No free T-shirts. No Pinnacle vodka bags or anything.
Yeah, we finished in I think third place, and got nothing.
Loser.
Although we got league points because there's also a league, but since we don't plan on ever playing in that league, that was really helpful. So what else this week? Friday went out to a big grown-up fancy dinner. Took Cindy out to celebrate her new job, and because I never technically took her out for graduating nursing school, so we went out to a very nice place out in Westlake.
Wow.
They Burger King.
So if you want to take your lady out, I recommend White Oaks. It's very nice.
Right by the old folks' home.
What's that?
It smells like diapers in that section of town. That's why you don't fit a Cahoon.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a nice joint.
My grandma.
Looked out over a little valley with a little stream and ducks in it, and it's very nice. Very,
Old
Put a body in there, no one will see it.
we got one of the seats right by one of the fireplaces.
Old people staring at you from the building across the street,
Quit your hand in the fire.
asking if you're their children.
Friggin' savages. Let's see, what else? And then, like, this weekend, it was mostly homework and cleaning up around the house. And I finally got to get outside and start taking walks again today.
Outside.
Now that I can actually go outside, and I got to get rid of some of this goddamn weight that I put on over the winter because I gained back about half of what I lost last summer.
Hasn't snowed in 2 weeks.
Same.
So I went down to State Road and took a little walk.
My week was not
You're
that
done.
exciting. Yesterday, I interviewed the guy for Oblast from Serbia. That was the longest Oblast I've done. It's 2 hours.
Didn't end in gunshot, did it?
It'll get
Talk all
posted
time.
up this week. It's really interesting if you're
It did
into
end with newborn porn, did it?
listening to stuff. No, what? No.
It ended the same way that call from Brian did that one time. Oh my God.
That's great.
Yeah, and then I'm going to have a Oblast maybe next week with a female listener.
You're
So,
not
No. Was it
that'll
one
be
of
a
your
first
fucking
for an
You're going to
Oblast.
talk to a
make
girl.
believe chicks that dresses up in
I don't
fucking
think I've interviewed a
costumes?
girl before, so that should be interesting.
Uh,
So tell us about being female. What's that like?
Look at me, boobs.
So what's going on with that period thing?
What's it like to have boobies? I mean, like, you know, female boobies. I know I got them, but still.
Do you,
Yeah.
do you always touch them?
Just probably listen to the show and I go, I'm not. No.
Yeah.
Kevin, I
Well,
just
we
feel like
had the
I'm really
girls
busy.
on
That's tough.
before. Remember that one time we had on the girls from.
Oh,
Yeah, that went well.
yeah, that's,
Yeah.
yes.
Fucking train wreck that
That's
show.
exactly what
turned
we're
into.
talking about.
Yeah. Well,
You-
Oblast is different.
It's because you're not a frigging savage.
Yeah, I don't have all the craziness going on in the background. Yeah, just I can't even think of anything that really happened this week. It's kind of just boring.
Nothing happened. I didn't exist.
I did some stuff, but it's
Don't
just
pretend.
around
No,
the
you
house
didn't.
stuff.
Come on, you caught your house on fire.
Yeah, that tell
Yeah,
us
I
about the
got a
house.
small oven fire. I mean, it was a small fire. It just made a lot of smoke.
Well,
Filled the house. I was worried the neighbors were going to be like, because my alarms were just going. Wah, wah, wah. I had to like run around and shut them all off, and then they would.
dude,
turn
they've
back
probably
on
seen
again.
like all the electronics you got in there. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
going over there.
Your house just like sprouts legs like Baba Yaga's hut and walks
Walks
down to the
away.
stream and immerses itself to put in the fire.
I
Oh,
opened my
fire.
garage door and all this smoke goes pouring out. Whenever people are like, "What the fuck is going on over there?" But
I told you that guy was like a mad scientist or some shit. They totally look at you like the fucking.
If the door opens up and a bunch of robots go running out of it,
Like-
that'd be better.
They totally look at you like in The Burbs. You got Tom Hanks and Rick Dukeman watching you when you come out in the morning. Dude, he's got dead bodies in his basement.
nah, I don't know. These people can be somewhat nosy, but it wasn't a problem. Like the lady across the street was walking her dog and like staring over here every so often. I was like, she's gonna call the cops or something. But I don't really care. It's not like I did anything
Yeah, your
wrong.
place
It just
probably
wasn't
sounds
dumb.
like fucking the Starship Enterprise after it took a hit.
Yeah.
Christ. Fuck is going on over there? I don't know, and I'm not going to check the shit out.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
The smoke detectors are like, there is smoke in the kitchen. The alarm will
Thanks.
sound. The alarm is loud. And then the upstairs one goes, there's smoke in the kitchen. I'm like, fuck. So they're all talking to each other, and then they start going.
Do you smell smoke? I smell smoke.
Then
And
there's
then
one
you push the button and it says hush, and then it starts going off again, and then you try to push the button and it says cannot hush this alarm.
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm
why
like,
I disable mine immediately.
fucking A. So I put it down. I
Put it
can't,
outside.
though, dude. I can't.
My smoke detector is currently in pieces.
I have
in a
far
drawer in the
too much
kitchen, so I can
electronics.
put it back on the ceiling when I move out. Because otherwise, anytime I attempt to make bacon, it's a nightmare.
There's no way.
Doesn't anybody
There's
have an
too
exhaust
much
fan?
stuff. What? Yeah, I.
So that little dude, these guys make fucking
Yeah,
smoke.
doesn't
an
go
exhaust
anywhere.
fan is no match for making bacon.
It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't. It just sucks the air up and blows it out the top into the room. It doesn't do anything.
It blows right back in your face.
Yeah,
You get
like
grief.
believe me, whenever I hear her waddling around upstairs, I wish that it would take the smoke out and just run it upstairs through a chimney and shoot it into her kitchen. Let her deal with that mess. But
Fan on. You have a ceiling fan?
yeah, that just moves the smoke around.
Open a window.
Dude, there have been
Come
times where
on,
I
we got
open
time
the
for that.
window while it's snowing, but I have to find my way to the window through the fog of bacon smoke.
You
How
So
fucking
whatever
bad
it is,
did you let it
I think
get?
bacon is half
Here's
Dude.
half pork,
Bacon smoke.
1/4 salt, and 1/4 fucking smoke bomb.
Were you
Here-
fucking
here's-
making bacon
here's the
with your
thing.
socks?
Here, what are you doing? Making it first and then turning the fan on? Oh wait, there's
No!
smoke coming. There's smoke coming. I better turn the
Can't
fan on. I
breathe
better start
anymore,
moving
man.
again. No, you know what's going to happen. So you open the door, you turn on all the fans, and you start cooking.
I don't know. I have
Listen,
Smoke goes right out the window that's cracked.
Don has a lot of skill in dissipating smoke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I should probably defer to Donnie on this because Lord knows I still have the problem of my kids coming over me. Dad, was there a skunk outside? Yes. Yes, there was. Just never you mind.
The problem with that is my skunk's always in the bathroom.
Yeah, well, yeah, mine. Daddy, what? I think there's a skunk by your bedroom window that lives there. Yes, I think there is.
Daddy, your poop stinks.
Oh, that's why it's called.
See what you have to be scared of is when she's like, Daddy, I like the way your poop makes me smell when I.
Quit playing in the fucking poop. God damn it. How many times am I going to tell you?
She gets to be 18, goes to her first party. She walks in the door. She smells
Daddy.
it. Her friend's like, hey, you smell that? Well, you know what kind of party this is? She goes, yeah, they all must be shitting on each other.
The first time she brings friends over to the house and she just walks out of the bathroom.
Why are there children in my house? That's what I think.
Like he accidentally dropped a fucking 90-year-old corpse on the floor, just fucking exploded everywhere. Oh god.
All right.
What the fuck?
Let's do the news. This isn't actually video game related, but it was on some video game sites, so I'm just going to mention it. Good news for fans of the unexplained, with TV Wise reporting that Fox is close to greenlighting a new series of The X-Files. A new series of
Oh,
the popular
God,
show
why?
has been rumored for some time now, with the report claiming that Fox executives have decided to give the go-ahead to a, quote, short stack, end quote, series order, thought to be less than 10 episodes. Is it Gillian
watch-
or Jillian?
Half a season.
Gillian Anderson
Gillian.
or Gillian?
Gillian.
Okay. See, I always say
Gillian.
it's Gillian, but yeah, but then other people say it's Jillian. I can't figure out which one it is. I'm just going to say the
Gillian.
last name.
It's Gillian. It's a hard G.
Gajillion. How about that?
Both Anderson
Cover
and
yourself.
Duchovny are thought to be on board with the idea, with the latter
I'm not.
having expressed a willingness to return for a short run when asked about the possibility back in January. I'm assuming that it will happen sooner rather than later now, said the star. That's my Duchovny.
Yeah, that's gonna say as your impressions go,
Bring it on.
that was a passable Duchovny.
We'll see what form and how many. Certainly I can't, nor would I be interested in doing a full season. It will be some kind of limited form.
Yeah.
We're all old. We don't have the energy for a full season.
There you go.
The
You gotta
studio
pay-
has yet to officially
It's gonna be a
confirm the
web
show as yet,
series.
but it sounds as though the wheels are firmly in motion, with the series creator Chris Carter also involved. Fingers crossed,
Bottom of the
true
grave.
fans. You're gonna listen. You're gonna get no truth. There's not gonna be any answers to anything. Just enjoy it for what
Yeah,
it
what
is.
happened to the fucking space 2012? That shit didn't happen.
One
the truth
episode.
Out there.
What was that spin-off that had Lance Henriksen in it?
Millennium.
Well, I've got
Millennium.
Millennium on DVD, dude. I loved that.
Remember when Kiss was on there?
Oh, God. What is Kiss not on? You know?
That's funny shit. Did Millennium ever end, or did it just
When
get
the- when
canceled? Did it have an ending, or was it canceled?
Ended, dude. Yeah.
It's still going. Only 2 people watch it.
Bring that show back.
Lance Henriksen takes the dailies home and watches them with his kids.
Right?
God, man, that guy's a guy that fell from fucking stardom, ain't it? He just like will take any work at all. Doesn't matter. We're gonna have you fight a rubber snake. All right. Just
How much is this gonna pay?
pay me. Pay me the money. Rubber snake.
Al Rush talking about every movie he has been in has been top of the line.
Oh my god.
Him and Michael Ironside.
No. Oh, but yeah. Lance Henriksen. I don't know.
Lance Hendrickson. He wasn't. Was he the? Who
He's
played the android?
from Aliens?
Aliens.
Aliens. The
Yeah.
second one.
Yeah.
That was Lance Hendrickson, right?
He's
Right,
the-
okay.
He's
That's
the
what I thought.
angry guy in Pumpkinhead. It
No,
goes-
come on. The first Pumpkinhead was awesome.
It is. I love that movie. But it gets worse from there for him. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
career-wise,
They fell off the
Millennium
cliff.
might have been his high water mark.
I didn't mean to say fuck off. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking Pumpkinhead. I was thinking Rawhead Rex for a second there.
He's the,
My
he's
God.
the
No, he was not in
reanimated
that.
head in Aliens.
Let's not get crazy, all right?
That movie was stupid.
Yeah, that was a bad movie.
Okay, that one was bad, but
And then he starred in about 400 bad movies after that.
I think so.
Yeah, look at his IMDb. It's a list of
It's going to
the
be
insane.
hit after hit after hit.
Oh.
I don't think there's a bad one in there.
After yesterday's flurry of Kojima news, a press release from Konami has confirmed that it's looking for main staff to lead development of a new Metal Gear series after the release of Metal Gear 5 in September. Just in case anybody doesn't know what happened. The theory is that Kojima's not with Konami anymore. Konami has said that they rebranded. I mean, basically, he had his own studio. I think it was called Kojima Studios or something like that, or Kojima Entertainment. And he's the guy that created Metal Gear and the stories and everything. And now they've called it something like Konami West or East or Northeast or whatever. And
North by Northwest.
they don't, have him as listed there. But they said that Metal Gear Solid 5 involves him. But the theory is that may be his last. It says,
If he
Konami
wrote
has
the
made
story-
clear that Kojima, quote, will remain involved throughout the release of Metal Gear Solid 5, but has not confirmed that any future development will involve the man himself. This only further suggests what we have known for weeks, that this is Kojima's last Metal Gear game, and the series will continue without him. It's kind of weird, though, because it's a huge series for them, so you wonder what kind of... I mean, it has to be over money or some sort of weird dishonor, Like he came into the office...
Fall on your sword.
Yeah, and somebody had touched his ceremonial coffee mug. Whoa! And there were samurai swords whipped out. People were fighting.
I like your version much better.
No more Konami. Will I go to Capcom? Make new
So that's
game.
so this is the guy who wrote the story for like all of them.
Yeah, pretty much. Right.
They should
It's
just
it's his thing.
yeah. See, I played the first one and loved it. We all know how I hate the second one, but I played it. It was good until the end, and then I never played any of them after that.
But is that because you didn't want to play them, or is it because you're just cheap?
Well, no, I didn't want to after playing the second one. That second one had so many cutscenes, and it was just so fucking long and
Yeah.
stupid.
It was, yeah.
I was just like, I don't even want to play the third one.
You do.
You know? If it was good, I would. I'd love to play Metal Gear Solid. That was great. You hide in a box. You run around in your underwear.
It
shit
gets
like-
so weird after
Right.
this. Like, it just gets so,
Yeah. There's no need.
Like, it's serious. It's, like, serious. And then it gets, like, Japanese weird.
Right.
Like, you're totally like this guy assassinating guys on a boat, running around like you're SOCOM or something. And then the boss monster is against some big dude in roller skates and shit.
Just
And
breaks
you're
the
like-
third.
Well, whatever. But it's just, I don't know what the hell's going on.
No, I get it. But I mean, it probably won't be that good then. Good as I'm glad it's the last one then.
I'm a box.
Maybe Siphon Filter will come to the forefront again.
Yeah. That's not
Siphon Filter, remember that one?
It's becoming clear that annual sports titles are meant to last about 1 year, multiplayer features included.
I just figured
Sony's
this.
UK PlayStation blog lets slip that MLB 14, the show's servers, will be taken offline June 18th, about 13 months after the game launched on PlayStation 4. We've asked the PlayStation rep if this applies to North American servers as well. If so, it reflects a recent trend in sports gaming of deactivating online services before a release's second birthday. On
Right.
March 1st, 2K Sports announced that service for NBA 2K14 would be disconnected by the end of the month, 16 months after the game launched on PS4 and Xbox One. The servers for the NBA 2K13 servers were discontinued in March 2014. NBA 2K12 servers were taken offline in November 2012, roughly 13 months after launch. While the show's deactivation might be expected of a game whose next edition arrives March 31st, online services for sports titles have typically lasted longer. MLB 13, the show's online support, for example, was taken out of commission in November 2014, 20 months after the game's launch. Reddit users, as one might expect, are very unhappy about what this portends for online support in the show's franchise.
Right.
EA Sports, however, has given its annual franchisees longer runs. Anyway, I'm not going to go into it. I think it's kind of dumb. They don't have to shut those servers off. They're just being cheap.
You should-
And cheap dicks.
I said it a long time ago with the sports games. All you have to do is update the rosters. You know what I mean? They're all pretty much.
Yeah, but they don't make
Good
money doing that. They don't want to do
Exactly.
it. It costs money.
But then you could then you could just keep one server and keep everybody on it and just charge them for it or something. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fair to do it if the population of the people online has gone down to a point where it just doesn't make sense. But if 1 million people are still playing the game, why are you
It's
being
right.
dicks?
That's just based on the fact that, okay, look we're going to shut down 2012 because 2015 is coming out, or
Right.
14, whatever,
Exactly.
you know? And it's like, yeah, but I'm still playing fucking Madden 12. I still do. But I always make sure not to go online with my PlayStation so nobody can see it. Because I don't want anybody looking at it and going, oh, look at him. He's playing Madden 12. What a dick.
How
You know?
cute.
But I mean, I still play the old games. I don't play online, though. That's dumb playing sports online because I get my ass kicked.
Yeah, so dude, just nothing but fucking does it the whole time.
Right. I get my ass kicked.
Atari, the game company that dominated the video game market for much of the 70s and 80s, is now getting into fitness tech with the Atari Fit app for iOS and Android devices.
Ass
Atari
kicked.
Fit aims to motivate users to get fit and healthy by earning points that will unlock classic Atari games like Pong, Super Breakout, and Centipede. The app is compatible with other fitness devices like Fitbit, Jawbone, and Android Wheat, and can also collect data from other fitness apps such as Runkeeper, Apple Health, and Google Fit. Basically, the app gamifies more than 100 exercises and more than 30 workout plans. The more you get in shape, the more points you'll earn, which can then be used to unlock Atari games, as well as points that can be
No
redeemed
game
at the
playing
pharmacy
motherfuckers,
chain
which would be-
Walgreens. The app is free to download and was developed by 8-Bit Fit, which is focused on gamifying fitness and an award-winning production studio called Game Theory. It would be a great idea if it wasn't shitty games like Pong, Super Breakout, and Centipede. And granted, those games were fun 20 years ago. I do not want to play them now, especially on like Breakout on like my phone or something without like the right controller. Horrible. I want to move my finger back and forth on the bottom of the screen, get the ball and shit. Or Pong. How are you supposed to play Pong by yourself?
Yeah.
You like win, just you know. Plus, when you're playing against the computer these days, the computer's not fucking up on purpose. It is fucking up on purpose to let you win. It's just all right. I'm just let you get that point because the computer can stop the ball all the time. You would just know.
Because it knows where it's going. Like, I'm generating where the ball's going to go. I think I know where it's going.
Right. Exactly. It couldn't possibly lose. And finally,
Cheating fucking machine.
And I swear some of them do that because, like
Yeah.
in the sports games when I'm playing against the computer, every so often their entire lineup will just get hot and start crushing home runs.
Oh, yeah. I've played football and had a defender put his arm through my guy's head and take the ball from me.
Well, that happens in real life.
Paused it.
So.
I replayed it and paused it and stuff, and you can see it. His arm is going through my dude's head. It's like, no, that's not true. That's not true.
HTC, the partner for Valve's Vive virtual reality headset, has suggested that the market can expect a premium price for the product when it hits the shelves. Quote, "We want to deliver the most premium VR experience the world has seen. That's not marketing speak, but more about where Vive is positioned in the market. This is at the high end," Jeff Gaddis, Executive Director of Global Marketing, told MCD.
Gaddis.
Starting with the premium experience, even if it has a slightly higher price point, is the right thing to do from a strategic point of view. The price can always come down as the market grows. We know there is some pent-up demand there, so there's not much price sensitivity early on, but to get the broader consumer adoption we're all hoping for, the industry will have to drive price down to make it more accessible. End quote. So basically, they're going to rip off early adopters, and then when there's actually stuff for it, they'll have the price lowered. Right in to video game news at, I don't care, at videogamenews.com. And let me know if you plan on purchasing at some point the Vive headset, the Sony headset, the Oculus Rift headset, or the Microsoft hologram headset, whatever that's called. And tell me why and when you think you're going to get it. Jeff actually has the Oculus Rift. He was talking to me about it on, I guessed it on his show, Rage Select, last week. And yeah, I guess he went and bought one, but apparently there's no real games for it. So somewhat limiting experience for him, I guess. But obviously there'll be some games that come out for these things, but I'm not sure that there's going to be a lot of them because, you know, it comes down to simple, you know, like every other piece of hardware. Are you going to develop the game for the 10 million Xbox One owners or the 500,000 headset owners? You're probably going to develop for the 10 million Xbox One owners and not the 500,000. So they got to, you know, and they have competition. There's 4 different ones. So it's going to be a long climb to see which one of these things shakes out as being the one everybody wants. But I don't know. Starting with the premium experience, even if it has... No, I'm not going to read this anymore. Fuck it. Let's do the email. So if you want to write into the show, just write into whatever you want at videogamenews.com, and we'll read your email on the air. Let me know what you think about the 3D headsets. And, yeah, we'll talk about them next week. Antonio writes into Annie Record at videogamenews.com. Must be paying attention to you, Brian. Brian doesn't like
Oh, you liked it too? So it's all me, fucker.
When we were kids, our sisters would play the Annie Record.
Endlessly.
Yeah, all the time. All the time. It's like their only record, and since everybody got to play a record, they would have to put that record on. Wasn't good.
No.
In fact, I think I can sing the entire album from by heart.
No.
I'm not going to.
No.
But,
Do it.
No.
Don't.
I don't think you could, Kevin.
I'd have to have
Stop it.
I'd have to have the music because I
4,
can't just
3,
remember.
2,
off the top of
1,
my head.
go.
But you know,
I've never moved my arm up and down so many times in my life.
dude, it was on for years, all the time. We just know it.
Yeah. I'd skip. Just kept playing over and over.
Annie was this weird thing that was going on in our house. It's just I can't explain it.
It was,
then again,
we were
I heard-
we were what happened if Annie actually got to live with those fucking parents of his.
I heard Genesis endlessly as well from the Police.
Yeah, I don't know, I got
Heard a
carried
lot of
away.
Neil Diamond and
Love on the Rocks.
Yeah, but that's all good stuff.
Neil Diamond.
yeah, but I just heard it like endlessly. Like just we only had like 5 records in the house. It seemed like. And, Barry Manilow. Also got
Everybody
another
had
one.
Manilow?
Yeah, what's wrong with Barry Manilow?
Great song.
It's fine, but how many
I-
times
I
do you
find
hear
myself sitting home
Copacabana or
singing
whatever
Mandy
the
all
hell
the
that
time.
song's called?
Copacabana. I saw the movie Copacabana.
Copacabana.
Yes, that song all the time. We're coming to America, Neil Diamond. That would be on.
All the
Lots
kids
and lots of
of
Genesis.
the world, they're coming to America
A lot of Tom Petty.
today.
Anyway, it says, hey Donica,
What?
short and simple
What?
this week. What is your favorite foreign movie? Old Boy. It actually says Old Boy for Larry, perhaps.
It's fucking
No,
funny.
it's not.
Don't lie.
Brian's has got to be Das Boot.
It's got to be.
I haven't actually watched that movie in ages.
That's because you have it committed to memory. You close your eyes.
Pretty
and
much,
it's
I have both languages in my head at all times when it's on. Don't need the translation.
Mine's
actually,
probably the Lone Wolf and Cub.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin gives himself something fucking cool. Come on.
There's 5 of them.
His favorite movie's
What is
Bully.
not cool about Das? But that is a great movie. I gave that to you. What is your problem? If you out there listening and you've never seen Das
Kevin's
Boot,
movies
it's the
makes you sit
greatest
down and
movie
watch
that
him.
you
He's
can
actually
see.
questionable. Like you just start looking at him like he's gonna take his pants off any second.
Das Boot is amazing. Lone
No,
Wolf
nothing
and
about
Cub
Das
is
Boot.
about
The
a
point
fat
isn't that
samurai
Das
pushing a
Boot
kid
is
around in a
bad.
carriage, and you're saying mine's cooler than yours. Crazy.
No, it's not that Das Boot is bad. It's just that every time you went over Brian's house,
It was that.
It was
Maybe
two.
if you were
saw,
lucky-
you saw where I was living.
maybe if you were lucky, it would be The Lost Boys,
Yeah.
but that was a special treat.
Right.
It's a special day.
You would get this
Hey,
weird
guys.
version. This weird
Yeah,
version of The
I got
Crow
the new
where the only
extended
color in it was
director's
red.
cut in German,
This would play the
subtitled
fuck
in
out of it.
Russian. It's got an extra hour and a half of previously unseen footage, and now the movie's 5 hours.
It's great.
Don,
I don't watch foreign films.
you watch English films. It's foreign.
Oh. Well, you mean like fucking Shaun of the Dead and type stuff?
No, like the Bad News tour.
Nah.
Bad news.
I mean, I watched Das Boot as a kid, so I guess I'd have to say that one.
Jesus. You probably
I,
watched something.
I don't like watching movies. I gotta read.
I remember Kevin and I said at his place we watched Apocalypse Now, redo or whatever the fuck. Something like instead of it being the good movie, it was like the Apocalypse
Yeah, it
Now.
had all the extra
Gone with the
crap
Wind.
that they cut to make it only 3 hours long.
Oh God, dude. It was agony. We watched it though. We're like, I'm like, dude, should we do this? I was like, it's too late.
And you don't necessarily
Have to
have to
watch.
read foreign films, Donnie. I mean, first of all, you can get the dubbed ones, but you can get the cheap semi foreign
Well,
films where they still speak English. Because like mine is probably Once Were Warriors, which is from New Zealand.
That was great.
Oh, how about Kung Fu Hustle?
It's fine.
That's a foreign film.
That's,
They-
yeah, yeah, see,
They
there
would've
you go
got
there.
that was filmed in Mandarin or whatever.
It's an amazing movie.
That movie's awesome. That
Yeah.
movie's yeah.
I watch it
Kung
at least
Fu
once
Hustle.
or twice a year. It's fucking great.
Larry,
That's my
what
answer.
was yours?
Once Were Warriors.
The fuck is that? I don't know what that is.
Nobody else knows except for Larry.
It's an indie film from New Zealand
Exactly.
about a
The Maori.
yeah. Basically Django Fett is a drunk, abusive husband who beats his wife and children, and they live in terror and fear of him. And she's trying to keep the family together, and she's like from noble Marae birth and stuff, and her parents all hate her for being with him because his family's descended from slaves. So it's a great movie, and it will make you completely terrified of ever being near New Zealand.
Yeah.
Because
And be like, oh, I'm
everybody
about there
is-
to see Xena. It's like, no, you're
Yeah.
not doing that.
Yeah, everybody is just some like crazy
Fucking
tattooed
savage.
barbarian that like sit in their garages in their spare time, and none of them have jobs, so they all have spare time, and they like bench press engine blocks,
Yeah. They drink a lot of fucking crazy looking beer.
and that's the chicks.
Yeah.
The guys are out cruising in old cars and beating the shit out of each other as initiation.
Before we saw that, Larry and I were like, I don't think we're ever going
Yeah.
there.
Like-
Hey,
like I w-
congratulations, you just won a trip to New Zealand. Can I give that to somebody?
Yeah, like I wouldn't even fly to Australia for fear that my plane may have to make an emergency landing in New Zealand.
Looks fucking scary, man.
So there's another country we can cross off the
Yeah.
list of our fans.
There's
Lots
another
of All
People
right,
from
so-
New Zealand hate us.
You talk about me.
Videogamenews.com.
completely just ignored everything we said. That's great.
Okay.
And I got 5 minutes left. I gotta move the show along. I wanted to answer Noble's great question about most disappointing games. Number 1, Assassin's Creed. I still think this as one of the most overrated game franchises ever. We all watched a fan-made trailer for the game with some cool music and bought into the hype. The game looked wonderful but sucked. Number 2, Omerta City of Gangsters. Made by the same
Omerta,
people
I played
who
that.
made the Tropico games where you play as a despot and rule over a corrupt island nation. Omerta is a turn-based gangster video game which sucks, and it turns out the company produces a lot of crappy games, but Tropico seems to be
It's
the
an old
exception.
game. God damn, dude.
I talked to the guy that made Tropico. I reviewed Tropico when it first came out, and I gave it a decent review. However, I had found that being on an island nation where you're a despot running a country, you would think, being South American and all that, that one of the things you could grow and operate with would be narcotics, but there weren't any in there. So he and I discussed that. It's like, yeah, you're a South American country and you're just dealing in cigars and shit. It's like, doesn't seem like real life. Hey, Kevin, I know we all give you a hard time on the show, but it's all in good fun. I was wondering when you were planning to do more VGN plays. Thanks for wanting me to do more VGN plays. I don't have any games currently to play, but I should do one soon. I don't know. I just started playing Infamous on the PlayStation 4, the new one.
How is that? I heard that's good too.
I haven't decided yet because I'm still kind of. It's more at the moment. It's more on rails than the one was the original one.
Yeah.
But I got to get more into it. I just started it, so I got to get through that, and I got a couple other PlayStation 4 games I got to play through, and then I'll probably get some more Xbox One games, which is connected to the thing upstairs. I am going to buy a PlayStation 4 for upstairs so I can do VGN plays with that system as well, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Costs money. I don't have that much money. Brian's the recipient of the PlayStation 4.
It is grateful, I tell you.
Noble writes to Retro Gaming is not dead at videogamenews.com, and he says, while listening to the VGN archives on iTunes, the following question struck me. Are there any old game series you think should be given new releases or sequels? My answer is usually the Streets of Rage 2D beat-em-up from the Genesis. It used to be Splatterhouse, but that one got its day in the sun back in 2009. Until next time, Noble. Any old game series you guys want to see re-released?
The Blair Witch Project. No, I have not.
Star Control, but
the old Eye of the Beholder Dungeons and Dragons games. Those were awesome.
There you go. Eye of the Beholder Dungeons and Dragons, Star Control, Blair Witch games, and Don.
Road Rash.
Yeah,
Road
there
Rash.
you go. They just remade Road Rash, actually.
Never mind.
And finally, Jackal writes into action figures at videogamenews.com. He says, hey guys, seems like there's a lot of cash to be made in these action figure video games that aren't really video games. He's talking about like Skylanders and shit. Perhaps it's time for Kevin to quit bitching and get a 3D printer and make some VGN action figures. I don't think you can do that. Well, you can, but you can't. Like, they have those NFC barcode things in them that you would have to get the program. And then you'd have to make a fucking game for them to connect to. It shouldn't be too hard to put QR codes on their asses and let people scan the characters into a generically made mobile app game written by some Korean programmers or something. Scanning Brian into your game would cause the game to start talking for hours and hours about random shit, while scanning Larry Mack would cause your phone to shut down permanently from depression. Not sure what Kevin, Don, or Caesar's codes would do the same, but I'm sure we could figure that out and patch it later. I'm moving again and starting a new job as a server on Wednesday. Nothing else exciting
you
with
and
me.
not Don.
Peace.
Go to the same class.
Yeah. You can get, training. Anderson.
Yeah,
Dan, I'll have to read your email next week. We're out of time. Gentlemen, you got any shout-outs or anything?
Tumblr with Tumblr, Tuesdays at 11. Soon to be coming to you live at 10.
Keep checking out Cleveland Sports Radio, which continues to grow. Thanks, everybody.
All right. That's it. We'll be back next week. Thanks, everyone. Good night.
Thank you.